You're doing a book that deals with sexually transmitted diseases, what are the causes of it, how it affects us, and what we can do about it. Many times we go to the doctor and we don't know that we have a problem with one thing while they are actually treating us for something else. And while reading your book, I found that you had some very important points about people who have a disease that's caused by, for instance, syphilis or gonorrhea, and then in its third or fourth stage it ends up being cancer. And during that time, people can go to the doctor and they can be treated for one thing but miss the whole cause, and so the disease continues, and obviously people die from it.
That's correct. And what happens is today we're finding out that when you go to a clinic and you have basic tests, you could be in the third stage of a disease, but basically they only do tests in the first stage. So therefore, when the test comes back and they tell you that, oh, well, you know, it was a negative test, that doesn't mean that you had a true reading. It's called a false negative test. Later on in the program, we're going to bring on a nurse who has experience in the Std'S clinic, and she's going to elaborate on this and tell us a lot of things that we need to understand as a people and as a race. Because remember, we talked about prostate cancer and we talked about uterine cancer, and as a nation, that is our reproductive organs. So if we have the highest rate of prostate cancer, the highest rate of uterine cancer in the world, then what does that mean for us as a nation?
Well, that's right, Sister Catherine. We're going to have Wivetta Massey, and she has 19 years experience dealing with the public health department and dealing with sexually transmitted diseases. So she's going to be joining us in just a little bit. She's going to tell us how we can combat against this, what we need to do about it, and how to avoid it if, in fact, we don't have it already.
All right. So in saying that, we'll be right back after these messages.